Hello Virgo, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the second half of June. General reading as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single person. So please do take from this whatever makes sense for you and release the rest. What we're going to be focusing on here today is the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine and how the overall energy is affecting both individuals. We're going to be breaking it up into two sections, so I'll go ahead and timestamp these down below. Feel free to watch both or just one section, whichever you are interested in tuning in for. And I will, of course, include a link to all of the card decks that are featured here. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. And so let's dive right into it, Virgo, and let's take a look and see what needs to come through here. We're starting off with the Divine Feminine. Okay, so this is by Flames of Alchemy, the Divine Feminine Energy Oracle cards. All right, guys. Starting with the Divine Feminine, how is it affecting my feminines? And I do tend to say she and her for my feminines and him and his for my masculines. I do get that it is just energy, so it could certainly be reversed for some of you guys, so take it for how it resonates for you and your situation. All right, Virgo, let's get into this. For your bonus reading, how is the overall connection affecting the Divine Feminine? What do we have? We've got connect. So my feminines are certainly feeling the connection, depending, of course, on whether you guys are together or just going through challenges or even in separation. But this is a very special connection that I'm feeling when it comes to the interpretation of the Divine Feminine here. What else? We have this very grounded energy presenting itself. We also have astral travel. Look at that. So some varying degrees of energy from my Divine Feminines here. Grounded and astral travel are total opposites for me, you know, so I do feel like 1 second she's feeling grounded and another time she's definitely doing some sort of astral traveling, fifth dimension communication, telepathic communication with the masculine. Definitely feeling this connection even from a distance is what I'm picking up here. What else, please, for the Divine Feminine? Meditation. Okay, so this is my feminines going within, just being able to get grounded through meditation, quieting her mind, just peace and quiet to be able to figure things out. Interesting. What else for the Divine Feminine for Virgos? Yeah, see, look at this. Relax. Meditation. Very similar vibe. So I really feel my Virgos, my Divine Feminine Virgos, you're just chilling. You're just kind of doing your thing right now, working on yourself. Not really wanting a whole lot of chaos surrounding you when it comes to your life, and certainly when it comes to your love life and the connection with the Divine Masculine. You're kind of in a very grounded place right now, which is good. But telepathic communication, I feel when it comes to the Divine Masculine, that's certainly occurring here. We also have positive body image. This is very interesting. So a lot of these messages coming forward are very tailored to the Divine Feminine, specifically working on herself, meditation, relaxing, trying to see herself from a more positive standpoint when it comes to her physical body. We have rebirth. So these are all the energies tied into the Divine Feminine. They're all amazing. This to me is a Divine Feminine who is taking the time for self-love, nourishing herself, giving back to herself. But there's also a part of this Divine Feminine that I feel will forever be connected to a particular Divine Masculine. Working on herself, yes, but the Divine Feminine is really never that far away from her heart, from her thoughts. That is what I'm picking up when it comes to my Virgo Divine Feminines. So let's clarify this with some tarot. This is the Pining Rose Tarot by my dear friend Amy of Calico Moon. So Virgo, for my Divine Feminines, how is the overall energy? What's the overall vibe when it comes to my feminines and the connection with the masculine? Please bring it forward. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. I love it. Pentacles is earth energy. Virgo, this is you. A new job or career opportunity could be coming in for some of my feminines. This is manifestation. This is abundance. This is inheritance. It's beautiful. It's a new beginning. Love it. That's a great card to start things off. I really feel my feminines are in a good place for the most part. Not to say that you haven't been through some difficult periods in your life, but I feel you're in a good place, or you're working to find balance. We've got a card in the reverse here, which is the Lover's card. It's in the reverse. It's Gemini, romantic love, a harmony, relationship choices. So some of you could certainly be focused on a Gemini here, but it is coming up reversed, and that is how we're going to have to read it. So there is a bit of disharmony when it comes to a partnership, a loss of balance, and perhaps that's why we've got astral travel here. Two people that perhaps might love each other but are not together, and so my feminines are going through this astral travel energy to be able to communicate or to be with the masculine, perhaps in the fifth dimension. We've got more air energy here, more Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, stalemate, stuck, indecision, weighing the options. So there's a reason why this Lover's card is in the reverse and why we've got a stalemate here. That's stuck energy, and why my feminines are just focusing on themselves, but at the same time wanting a new beginning and wanting to manifest the connection, I feel, so that we can have this Lover's card in the upright. My feminines coming through as the Empress here. Divine feminine energy from the Empress, mother, nurturing. So some of my divine feminines could certainly have children with this masculine, or just be overall just that very nurturing type individual. This is a manifestation of growth in a situation and in the divine feminine's life. So we've got a couple cards here talking about manifesting amazing things in the divine feminine's life. We have the Page of Pentacles coming up next, so we've got more earth energy coming through here. A young person with good news, a financial opportunity, laying the foundation. So when it comes to the divine feminine's finances, things are looking up here. And this could certainly be a partner who's younger than the divine feminine, wanting to be able to create a solid foundation in a partnership. And sometimes two people have to go into separation to grow, to learn, to heal, in order to come back towards each other as two whole people instead of two broken people, as I've mentioned in previous readings. Because there's work that needs to be done there individually in order for you guys to thrive together. And then we've got a Queen of Wands here. So I do feel for some of you there is a bit of an age variance between the divine feminine and the masculine being the younger counterpart here. But this Queen of Wands A confident, courageous woman, creative, social butterfly. That is my divine feminine coming through right there. This is someone who's very confident in themselves. They own their flaws and they love themselves. And isn't it interesting how that Queen of Wands energy is falling right below positive body image? So my divine feminines are quite positive in how they see themselves, finding their confidence once again. Look at this. We've got the Four of Pentacles right after that. So lots of references to money here. This is saving money, conservative, but it also comes through with greed. But I'm also feeling here that my feminines have worked very hard to be able to be successful, to establish themselves, to save for a rainy day, to be able to stand on their own 2 feet and not have to rely on anybody else. And then we do have the Five of Wands here, tension, arguments, conflict, and competition. So part of the reason why this Lover's card is coming up in the reverse could be due to these arguments and whatever caused tension in the partnership here between the feminine and the masculine. We do have competition here, so this could be third-party situations too for some of you. But look at this. We've got the Emperor coming in. We've got the Empress and the Emperor represented here. For some of you, you could be focused on an Aries. This is a masculine who is an authority figure, a father figure. So we've got a couple here that could have had children together, you know, because we have a mother and a father that's represented in these 2 cards. But also arguing, and part of these arguments might have something to do with money, perhaps, especially if the feminine was more successful than the masculine. That could have been part of that competition too. If it wasn't a third-party situation by way of infidelity, then part of this competition and the conflict and the arguments might be that we have an insecure masculine who just couldn't handle that his feminine was more successful or maybe earning more money than he was. That's not for everyone, of course. That's just one of my interpretations of that, because it's presenting itself in a way where we've got quite a few references to pentacles and money matters here, Virgo. Interesting. All right, so let's add to this, and I'm using all the same decks for all signs. So if you guys are cross watchers, you'll see that I'm following a particular structure for the bonus readings this time around. So we're going to pull messages from the Moody Moon Messages deck by my soul sister, Sister Moon Tarot, honoring the cycle of the divine feminine here. So let's add to this, Virgo, and let's see what else needs to come through, focusing on the divine feminine. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo, divine feminine. Secretive, not sharing how I really feel. That might be happening in the 3D, but in the 5th dimension, I do feel that my feminines might be a little bit more open with the masculine. And also because we have this Lover's card in the reverse. Disharmony, arguments, loss of balance. So I feel too, for some of my feminines, you know, you're being secretive for a reason, not to be manipulative, I'm not feeling, but just really trying to stay grounded, that energy right there, and just kind of going within and just keeping things to yourself for now, not wanting to rock the boat or create too many issues here. Look at this, we've got Horny. Pleasuring myself is still not enough. So what I pick up here, obviously, we're talking about 2 people who are in separation here. And this is coming through that even though the feminine might be pleasuring herself, it's just not the same. It's just not the same type of energy or passion that she's receiving compared to when she's with her masculine. Look at this. We've got intuitive. I can feel your energy even though you aren't here. Exactly. Astral travel, you know, that deep connection between two people. And I really feel when my feminine, my divine feminine, is in this meditation type vibe, the energies that my feminines are directing towards the masculine, he's feeling it. We have bright, high vibrational, clear, and joyful. Beautiful. And I really feel my feminines are working very hard to be high vibrational, to get clarity. And that's a part of that meditation, is to gain that clarity. And sometimes, like this card states, relax. You know, sometimes you just gotta chill in order to reassess where life is, your love life, all of it, to be able to see the bright side of things. And remember, you know, with the Five of Wands, lots of arguments here, lots of tension between the feminine and the masculine. I'm not surprised that this is coming through, you know, pissed. This anger is consuming me. And so I feel, since my divine feminines are attributing the fact that this anger, this rage is consuming her, that she felt the need to ground herself, to still her mind, to meditate, to relax. All of these things were needed to bring the feminine back into balance. That's what I'm picking up from that, guys. So we're going to add to this with some romance angels, Virgo, for the divine feminine here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo, for this bonus reading for the second half of June, focusing still on the divine feminine and how it's affecting my feminines here when it comes to love and romance. Look at this, see? We've got children here that are a part of this equation. That's no mistake. We've got mother and father represented through the Empress and Emperor. So yeah, some of you guys have kids, have children. Some of those children might be adult children. Some of these children could be from previous relationships, and there are blended families here. Your love life is being affected by these children. They're a part of the equation for some of you guys. Look at these next few cards. We've got release your ex, followed by reconciliation, and then we've got a soulmate. So what I'm feeling here is, even though you're in separation, you guys have detached from one another, you're not together, there is still this pull, this attraction between the two of you, even from a distance. There's a potential for reconciliation here, and that you guys are coming forward as a soulmate connection and confirming for the divine feminine, yes, this is your soulmate. That's what's coming forward. So let's grab some dialogue messages here. This is my self-created deck, the Woman's Intuition Oracle. We'll grab some messages from here, Virgo, for the divine feminine and what it is that the feminine needs to say to the masculine. And as always, take whatever resonates with you. Not all of these messages will resonate with every single person. So what is it that the divine feminine needs to get off her chest when it comes to the connection with the masculine? Angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew my search was over. So even though you guys have hit a bit of a rough patch here, or that you're not together at this time, truly, there's a reason why this reconciliation card is here, because this is something that the feminine is willing to entertain when it comes to this masculine. Not really wanting to let go. The moment I laid eyes on you, that was it. You're the one for me. Even though we argue, even though we fight, even though we've had some bad things that happen in our relationship and we're not together, she's still so drawn to this masculine. Next message. Look at this. I will never love again. That's it. It's like, you're the one for me. If no one comes after you, or that's it. This is the end of the road for me. You're the one that I want. I will never love again. So that's coming through for some of my divine feminines here. There's this one person that you love and you always will love them. Look at this. Please stay. It's like, please stay. And I really feel here my feminines never wanted to let go to begin with. Never wanted to release this masculine from her life. Wow. So that's what I'm getting, guys, when it comes to the divine feminine here. So let's now tap into the energies of the divine masculine and how this connection is affecting the masculine here. So if you want to stay tuned for the masculine portion of this reading, you're absolutely welcome to do that. All right, guys, so let's take a look. Focusing on divine masculine energy. This is, again, by Flames of Alchemy. Divine Masculine Energy Oracle cards. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo for this bonus reading. Focusing now on the divine masculine and how the divine masculine is affected. Oh my gosh, look, see? Balance. Trying to maintain balance as well. Look at this. Telepathy. Followed by divine feminine. Now remember, our divine feminines were astral traveling. And the masculine definitely picking up off of that energy from the feminine telepathically. He wants to bring this back into balance as well. And look at this, we've got awakening. My masculine's going through a spiritual awakening, perhaps, when it comes to this divine feminine. Without her, this is where he's at. He's bored. In his heart space, he feels compassion for the connection still. Part of this energy of discern is that he is tapped into this awakening. He has come into some realizations that he's figured certain things out for himself when it comes to this partnership. And maybe, again, it's two people that had to go into separation to figure that out. That's crazy. So let's go back to grabbing some tarot here. This is the Palette deck by Salviadora of Eat, Read, Love. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo for this bonus reading. For the divine masculine, what else do we need to know? Okay, we've got Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. The need for balance, harmony in a relationship, in a connection, and the need to have patience to see this all follow through, how it's all going to play out. So my divine masculines know that it's going to take some time. And he's trying to be patient, but also believing that there's a potential for reconciliation when it comes to this partnership. That's a part of the energy of the Temperance. Wow. Finding that middle ground in a connection. Some of my masculines could be coming in as the Knight of Cups. Water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Knight of Cups is somebody who follows their heart. Very romantic. They are an idealist. Very charming. We also have the Five of Coins here, which is Pentacles, Virgo. So if you happen to be masculine Virgo with that energy of the Five of Coins, this is insecurity. This is poverty. This is tapped into worries. Somebody who's been left down in the cold. And it's falling right below the divine feminine, you see? So it could have been my feminines who were left out in the cold. We have the Seven of Cups. More water energy. So what I pick up from this for the divine masculine is that my masculines had other options when it comes to love and romance. Choices, too many choices. And ended up not choosing wisely, making this divine feminine feel that she was just an afterthought. Making her feel very insecure. We have the Three of Coins. The Three of Pentacles, which is a great card because this is all about teamwork. In order for this relationship to work, to come back into balance, it takes two people to collaborate with each other to overcome the obstacles of a relationship. And some of you may have also dealt with a third-party situation. But this is truly focused on the need or the desire to build a relationship. And I feel that's where my divine masculines are at, ready to build this relationship back up with the divine feminine. Some of my masculines might have dealt with the energy of the Devil here. This is Capricorn energy right there. That's restriction, stagnation, feeling trapped. And that could have certainly, contributed to this boredom as well. Some of my masculines perhaps were bored in the relationship. It could have lost the magic, so to speak, the excitement. And perhaps that's where this third-party situation came in. But what I'm picking up from this as well, because we do have this Devil energy here, this is somebody who could have also dealt with codependency, addictive behavior, very self-limiting behaviors. But I am also picking up that my masculines, once they realized the energy that they were in, really wanted to change that. And that's where we have this awakening. Part of that awakening is realizing that he still loves his feminine. He may have lost the divine feminine, but there's this desire to still communicate, even if it is telepathically, and to bring this back together. And that as well is picking up off of the energy of the Devil. Hoping to begin again, having lost that love. And we've got the Hanged Man, followed by the Lovers in the upright. So remember, we ended up getting the Lovers card for the divine feminines in the reverse. A loss of balance. Well, the divine masculine is here to restore that balance, you see, and turn this Lovers card in the upright. So Virgo, some of you, your divine masculine could certainly be a Gemini. There's this intense attraction still between the two of you, but the Lovers card is an indication for my masculines here to make a decision about this relationship. And with the Hangman right next to it, you know, the Hangman represents letting go and self-sacrifice. That the difficult period of this relationship is coming to an end to make room for peace and two people who are actually getting along. And that there is peace of mind that actually comes from making a decision. So it's interesting how the Hangman is right next to the Lover's card, because this is the need to make that decision. And the Hangman is here to offer a new perspective, to let the masculine know that once he decides what he wants, that's actually going to restore his peace of mind when it comes to the connection with this divine feminine. So what the masculine needs to do at this point is to just let things go from his life that no longer serve a purpose. And for some of my masculines, what needs to be released and let go of is a third-party situation. That doesn't apply to everybody, but it is presenting itself here for me. For some of you. So the Hangman can offer healing, a period of transition, a period of change, resolving the issues that have presented itself here for this connection, and to just leave the past behind. You know, the past is in the past. Can't do anything about it. It is what it is. All right. So let's add to this with this deck. This is the Masculine's Madness by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo for this bonus reading. When it comes to the divine masculine, what else do we need to know here, guys? See, we've got thirsty. You have no idea how badly I want to taste you. He still wants his divine feminine here. Look at this next card. Emptiness. My bed feels empty without you. Missing those intimate moments, the sexual connection, certainly, with the divine feminine. Look at this next card. I know I'm running out of time. Impatience. But the funny thing here is that with the Temperance card, this is a card of patience. And yet my masculines are coming through realizing it's like, if I don't get my shit together, I'm going to lose this divine feminine. Next message, intuitive. Your eyes see into the depths of my soul. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that came forward from the divine feminine. Did it not? Yes, it did. See? Look it. Intuitive, intuitive. I can feel your energy even though you aren't here. Your eyes see into the depths of my soul. Even if that communication is happening telepathically and through astral travel, you guys are on the same page. That's so crazy. Two different decks. Same message. Last one. I've found what my soul was searching for. You. Soul searching. Look at that. My masculines have found what he's looking for. And there she is. That divine feminine. And that only was able to happen as a result of this soul searching. So it's one of those situations where separation needed to happen, and it might actually have been a blessing in disguise for this particular connection, Virgo. You guys had to not be together in order to fully appreciate the connection and what it had to offer to begin with. And this is just going to help you guys grow. Okay? So it's actually helping the both of you. Let's add to this with this deck, Romantic Confessions from the Divine Masculine by my soul sister, Sister Moon Tarot. So let's add to this, guys. This contains dialogue. So from the masculine to the feminine. All right, masculines, what do you need to say to your divine feminine here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for this Virgo bonus reading. I miss laying in bed with you. Emptiness. My bed feels empty without you. That is no accident, guys. This is where my masculine is at. Probably, you know, a lot of late nights missing the feminine here. Next message. I wish you and I could have true alone time together and say all the things we never got to say. And I really feel, with the Temperance card again representing a possible reconciliation here, guys, this is possible here. And again, we've got the Lovers card in the upright this time. Look at this next message. I still remember the way you looked that day in your sundress. I mean, come on. Look at the message and look at the dress. Goosebumps. And this is also an indication here, guys, that for some of you, the last time you guys might have seen each other or talked might have been during summertime. Someone's birthday could have been during the summertime, which is certainly Virgo season during the summer. Next message. I reminisce about our memories often. Wow, I really feel that that's happening. There was a point in time when this masculine had all these options going on. Ended up choosing one of those options, which turned into a third-party situation for some of you. But it wasn't what he was looking for. I was just about to say the grass wasn't greener on the other side, and there's our grass right there, and he has had an awakening that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. I am mesmerized by your aura. Yep, I believe that. Next message. I secretly hope to run into you whenever I am out and about. Yep. Definitely wanting to run into this divine feminine. You know, sometimes when we are in separation from people, our minds just go into all sorts of different directions, and this masculine is secretly hoping to run into this feminine. I mean, this is one big giant world, and the likelihood of two people running into each other, it's possible, of course, but, you know, if it happens, it happens. Last one. I never got over you. Dang, and I just looked at the bottom of the deck. Look at this. Maybe in the future we can have another go at this. Wow. My masculines want a reconciliation. Missing the divine feminine. That's what I'm getting from that. So we're going to add to this with some dialogue, Virgo, from the my self-created deck, the Thinking Man Oracle, representing divine masculine messages. So we're going to pull some more messages here, focusing on the divine masculine here. Take whichever one of these resonates, of course. What does the divine masculine have to say to this divine feminine here? Oh, wow. You'll always be the one that got away. Fuck. It's like, oh shit. Like, what have I done? I fucked up. Next message. I miss you so much, my heart hurts. Say it, masculine. Yeah. And for some of you, these words are being communicated telepathically, and maybe you've already picked up off of that, especially if you are feminine watching for a masculine. Next one. You're the only fish in the sea for me. you know? And there was a point in time again with this Seven of Cups where there's a lot of fish in the sea, but none of them mattered because this is the only fish in the sea for this masculine. Next one, I will never find another like you. Yep. Let's grab a few more. We were destined to meet. It's kismet. Yep, you guys were destined to meet in this lifetime. Look at this next message. I never expected to turn this into a third-party situation, but there's no one else to blame. I knew the line I was crossing. You see that? This applies to some of you guys. This next message. I'm sorry. I just glanced at it. It's cracking me up. Okay. Telepathic communication between us is making me horny. Talk dirty to me. And that came forward from the feminines. I'm cracking myself up. Hold on. I gotta find it now. Horny. Oh, geez. Where's that card? Okay. Horny and horny. We've got two horny people right here. Oh my God. This is too much, this reading, Virgo. What are y'all doing to me? Oh, goodness. Okay, one more. One more message from this crazy deck that I've created. Okay, last one. Let's stop going around in circles. We need to make a decision about this relationship. Exactly. And that's why we've got the Lovers card here, letting you know that it's time. It's time to make that decision. Oh my God, you guys. That's too much. Okay, so let's add to this with some romance angels, just like we did for the feminines. Oh, that was funny. Oh my gosh. I've had such a long day of readings. I needed that one. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo. And I'm a Virgo too, so I'm cracking myself up. All right, guys. Romance angels. When it comes to the divine masculine. All right, what do we got? Yes, we know that there's a separation. It's simply being acknowledged here. You guys could have certainly connected in a past life, though. You have known each other before, and maybe that's why you feel so drawn to each other still. We have religious factors representing itself here too. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And certainly when it comes to the two of you, you're spiritually connected. It's just that special. You're still so drawn to one another. Temperance, remember the need for patience. Worth waiting for, Virgo. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So have patience. Take advantage of the energy of this temperance. My masculines working to restore the balance here, to bring about the harmony that's in this relationship, to restore the balance. It's so needed here, and a decision definitely needs to be made, and I feel it's my divine masculines who will make that decision to take this out of just simply telepathic communication and 5D interaction and bring it into the 3D world, wanting to make this a reality, truly. And the last card, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And I feel my divine masculines, this is exactly what they're wanting here. Amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and close out this reading, guys, with some final messages from the Journey of Love deck. So we'll grab some final messages to close out this reading. All right. So hopefully that resonated with some of you out there. All right, let's do this. Let's combine both of your energies, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. The Journey of Love deck by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials. So let's grab a few from here that might represent some future energies or current vibes, of course, for the connection. for Virgo. Angels and spirit guides. Okay, all of these wanted to be communicated. We'll take them. Beautiful. Number 2, partnership. It's always been you. Yep. Number 14, duality. Can we kiss and make up? Yep. Number 35, would you say yes? We've got a proposal of marriage here, guys. Okay, I might have a masculine too who's feeling a bit insecure, unsure whether the feminine will say yes. And I'm pretty sure that my feminines who are resonating with this would say yes. We've got number 44, dreams. I'm so proud of you. So I did pick up that some of you guys are working on your career and really trying to improve the quality of your life, possibly finances, career, however way you're making a name for yourself. And your person is coming through here letting you know that they're very proud of your accomplishments, that you're working on your dreams and making your dreams happen. So that's fantastic. We've got protection, number 8. I just want to keep you safe and warm. Okay? You guys want to be able to protect each other and just really find warmth and comfort in each other's company. And I'm already picking up from my masculines, definitely losing patience. Look at this, impatient. I can't wait, number 29, which of course is 11. It's a great number. Let's grab this one as well. Number 1, I promise I'll never let go, infinite. Okay, so those are the messages that are coming through when it comes to this connection, Virgo. When it comes to my masculines, definitely losing patience and just really wanting to bring this back together. And I feel you're both still so drawn to one another, and it's just a matter of time before this happens for you guys to just reconnect, kiss and make up and be together and enjoy the partnership once again. All right, Virgo, so that's where I'm going to leave this one, guys. Some pretty beautiful messages that presented itself in this reading, and some insightful ones too that hopefully gave you the clarity that you needed when it comes to your connection with your person. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. I hope you guys are well, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.